I am so excited that this is exciting to me. So I'm so excited. I am so excited. And I am so excited. I'm very excited. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Shelby and I make videos all about motherhood. And in today's video, I'm going to be sharing more about my backyard garden. Hey, don't walk in with those boots on. Stay outside.
Sick, Mama.
I see that, buddy. I'll come out and play with you in just a few minutes, but I'm trying to do the bagels. Speaking of, okay. In today's video, I am so excited to share the progress that we have made on our backyard garden. I am a stay-at-home mom, and that is really the content that I put out, but I am really diving into building a pretty big backyard garden. And this isn't like completely new to me, although it really, in a way, is. My family did have a really big garden when I was a teenager, and we grew lots of things. So I've worked in gardens before, but I still am not all that knowledgeable. So I'm learning everything right now. I've just been like really putting my head down and diving into like when to plant certain things and how and what to plant them with and all of that kind of stuff, because I want to grow as much as I can this summer. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing the progress that we made over the weekend, building the fence around the garden and all of that. So I'm going to insert all of that footage here, and then I'm going to meet you back here. It is Wednesday, February 22nd. I am going to be sharing kind of what the plan is for the garden with you, like at least what I have planned with you. And then also, of course, you've caught me on a day that I am making sourdough bagels, but the other day I went to make bagel dough. I think if you saw in my last video, the paint came off the hook when I was making bagels last time, so I ordered a knockoff one online because I just wanted to see, you know, if I could just replace it that way, and it worked. Okay, so I'm going to make these bagels and then I'm going to head out to the garden and I'll start showing you what the plan is out there. Hey you guys, so it is Sunday, I don't know what date it is. What's today's date? The 19th. And my husband's home today, so we're gonna do some things in the garden. We're going to take out the old fence and then we're gonna put in a new fence. And then later today, we actually found, hold on a minute. And then later today, we found someone who has a bunch of bamboo for free. And we're gonna go pick that up so that we can make garden trellises out of it. So that's what we're gonna do today, and let's go ahead and get started. Some measuring tape. Hey guys, so plans changed. So I'm just gonna show you what we're doing at this point. My husband left to go get some concrete for our fence here, and he went to get some bamboo. So let me show you the yard. Okay, so if you know, this is the original garden bed, and we started taking down the fencing that was here, and then realized instead of getting rid of it, we wanted to use it. And we were going to buy some lattice for this over here, but decided it would be good to put it here. This keeps the dog from going underneath there and getting super muddy when it's rainy. And then there's more over on this side of the porch that we used that fencing for. And then this was just some leftover that I'm probably going to use for some climbing vegetables. We were going to build a fence just around the whole thing, so like all the way around, and then we realized we have a fence, so we decided that we're going to use the existing fence and go, you know, use it, and then start here with this post, go to the porch, and then go along the porch to finish the fencing. The purpose is mainly to keep the dog out of the garden. We were going to also concrete these pieces in and then still use this wire to go around it. So my husband went to get the concrete. It's almost baby's nap time, and he went to get the concrete and that bamboo. So hopefully we will get this done today. I feel like we're pushing it because it's getting late. All right, I have this really bad habit of not filming because we're just doing, but we just put concrete underneath all of these stakes, except for the ones here. We're just going to screw these into the porch. And then over here. So yeah. Okay guys, here I am in the backyard. The bagels are in the oven and I wanted to share kind of what the plan is for the garden.
Hey Mama, I go pee on the rock.
You're gonna go pee on the rock? So, I have planned, this is the spring bed basically. Peas, I am probably going to plant those this week. And then in this little area, I'm gonna do cucumbers, with a trellis and sweet potatoes in front of it. Spinach. I'm probably going to fill in with lettuces whenever there might be like empty spots. And I've been doing a lot of like companion planting like research so I could find out like what herbs and things like that help deter pests and what to plant next to things and all of this stuff. So yeah, I'm really going to try my best to maximize plants in the garden without smothering them, obviously. So anyway, that is kind of the plan here. Down here on the left side, when you're facing the garden, we have onions, carrots, some radishes, carrots, onions, and then I'm gonna try beets too. So beets and radishes, just a minute, come sit with me for a minute while I finish telling them. So beets and radishes are things that I don't use often. Come sit up here if you want to see yourself. Okay. It's not something I eat often, but it's something I would like to see if I can incorporate into our diet. You too?
Yeah. Hi. We have a garden right there.
Yeah, I know.
It's so big.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, so that's the plan for the left side. But in the meantime, it is February 22nd. Our last frost date here, I think our zone is 7B, is April 9th. So it's okay to plant the peas and some of the lettuces. I don't know if that makes sense or if you care, but this is exciting to me. So, and then here I have started planting the other two beds next to the U-shape. Tomatoes, eggplant, a lot of peppers, cucumbers, sunflowers, some squash and zucchini. So I have to finish planning what I want to plant over here, but I am so excited. I'm also going to be putting our blueberry bushes into the ground, and I'm thinking on this side, here, let's turn you this way.
Hi.
I'm thinking we're gonna do the bushes over here on this side of the garden.
Hi.
There's a little bit of space. And I'm going to use a big plastic pot that I have to grow potatoes. So I have a few potatoes in the windowsill. I'm planning on just starting on the bottom and then putting soil over them and letting them sprout through the soil and then adding more soil on top of it and just doing that over and over again. I've heard that it'll just keep growing potatoes up. I also want to get a raspberry bush or two because we eat berries like crazy around here, so the blueberries and the raspberries will be really beneficial. And my little boy has become a lot more free range outside. He likes to play in the dirt, don't you?
Yeah.
So yeah, I am going to get my stuff out to plant some pepper seeds and maybe tomatoes. But I do want to do onions and peppers. I have to look and see if there's anything else. I don't have as many seeds as I thought I did. I think I'm gonna have to get more first. Okay, so I didn't have as many pepper seeds as I thought, and I really would like to get them all planted at the same time. But in the meantime, I have compost to add to our little compost pile over here, which has been perfectly fine. Nothing has gotten into it. It doesn't stink. I just want to give as many nutrients to the soil as possible. So maybe I should give you like an indoor tour of the garden. Here is our gate. I have it held open with that little stick right there. And since it rained, it is a little bit off. Let's see. It's not so bad. Nah, it's fine. It opens just fine. But yeah, I think that is so awesome to have a little working gate. And we have all of this space over here, which I get we're gonna need for harvesting in the bed right here. But I'm thinking I might plant the blueberry bushes right here. And then I was talking about doing the sunflowers here along the back. And then cucumbers here, the zucchini and squash here. This bed being mostly tomatoes and peppers and cucumbers. These I might eventually fill in with rocks. There's my little trellis that I built. This is where I was going to do the carrots and onions and radishes and all of that. And then the sweet potatoes back here. Those are our blueberry bushes over there. This used to be a lemon tree, and it seems like every year I end up letting it die. But then what happens is I'll cut these here and it'll grow a whole new lemon tree. So what I just need to do is put it in a pot that I can bring in and out of the house. I also think I'm going to plant this little rose somewhere in the garden. And over here on the porch we have a fig tree, and that is a Japanese maple. And that blue pot is what I'm going to use for the potatoes. But in the meantime, I'm going to use it to get the rest of those leaves and fill the beds with those leaves before we get the soil this weekend. The boots got left outside and it rained, so my husband's like, just put some bags in there. I was just gonna wear some old shoes, but these work so much better for this. So he is on the way here with 2 cubic yards of soil dumped in the back of my brother's truck. So we are about to unload all of that into the garden. And of course we built a fence before we got the soil, which if you have a choice, don't do that way. So I am going to try to get as many of those leaves really quickly into the bed before the soil is here. So I gotta do some work. Well, you guys, we have some soil. Yesterday we went and got a giant truckload full of their vegetable mix for a raised garden bed, and we bought 2 cubic yards. And the amount of dirt that 2 cubic yards is a lot. I mean, it is a lot. So I'm gonna take you out and just show you. I did not film it. It was really misty yesterday. It wasn't a good day for that. So I didn't film it, but my husband and I just took planters and bins full of dirt and dumped them in the raised garden beds. And then we had some extra soil and we put it on one side of the house where our air conditioning units are. And over there, I'm contemplating putting watermelon because I really want to grow watermelon, but it takes up so much space. I just didn't want to overcrowd the vegetable garden as it is. That spot would work as long as my HOA doesn't have a problem with it. We might end up putting watermelons there, but I will also be planting like wildflowers over there because I've always wanted to do that there as well. I'm gonna have some cut flowers on my tables from my own garden. That is important to me. I'm gonna show you the dirt, basically, just show you kind of like an update from the last update on the garden. I know my channel is kind of becoming a little bit about my garden, but I'm just gonna stay true to what my interests are. This is my channel. It's about me. I'm a stay-at-home mom, the things I do around my house, and that's something I'm doing around my house right now. So I am gonna show you the garden, and then after you see it, come back and we're going to start soaking some of these seeds. Okay, so really this is a straightforward thing, but here are the seeds. I'm doing super snappy peas. There we go. So when I bought these, I assumed they were just like the other peas that I had been reading about that I would need a trellis for. But after doing my research, it looks like they only grow 2 foot tall. Anyway, let me just show you what I'm doing here. So we're just gonna soak them for 24 hours, which means I won't be able to put them in the ground until tomorrow at this time. All right, that's it. And check this out. This is my sweet potato vine. It looks like I'm gonna have 4 plants and I'm so excited. Also, I'm going to be planting these, some russet potatoes, and then some Yukon Golds. And then I also ordered on Amazon, which I will include the link down below, but I bought these seeds because this variety is what we wanted to grow. And at first when I opened it, I was like, man, that's not a lot of seeds per plant, but let's be real. I'm not gonna have that many plants that are eggplant plants. So for someone like me who doesn't actually have farmland, this is fine. This is perfect, really. I'm very excited. So But I'm gonna go, and I will catch you guys tomorrow when we're actually starting some seed planting. And I think that's how I'm going to end the video today. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you have any questions for me as far as the garden goes or anything like that, I'm obviously not an expert, but I am learning. So ask away, and I hope you're interested in this kind of content. Like I've mentioned before, this is kind of the direction my life is going in, so I'm going to share it with you. Stay-at-home moms can do lots of things like build gardens and plant vegetables. So that's one of the things that's going to be on my channel now. So thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next video.